Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 155 of Let's Platinum Elden Ring. Alright, I did say last time that I was going to start where I left off, but I realized actually that I need to upgrade my Blasphemous Blade, so I'm going to do that first. Strength and Armament, Blasphemous Blade, so we're going to go, where is it, Samba, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... And since I have 2, I'll do 1 here, and I can't remember what the other one that was missing. So, Sword of Night and Flame is good. That's good. This one can have 1 on it, and that one. Alright, I'll hold off. I'll leave it like that. Okay, now we go to Snow Valley Ruins Overlook. Let's see if we can continue. I'm going to need that Blasphemous Blade probably today. There's an area coming up that I absolutely despise with all my heart. It is extremely frustrating. Let's see if I can get past it though. So the first thing I should be doing is putting the Bloodhound's Fang on and then using Order's Blade. What I'm going to do first is the tower is over here to the right, but I'm going to head down in this direction so that I can get another grace point. That was double whiff. Okay, cool. Now, I don't remember where all the items are here. I didn't really write down too much about the random items that you can find throughout this area, so I'm just going to try and do a very quick overview to find anything. I don't think there's much of anything in this area anyway. And even if there is, it's nothing important. Arterial Leaf. Keep going. Tons of those who live in death here though. Oh gosh, yeah, this guy is a very powerful enemy with that's a really strong weapon that he uses, just chunks out of you. This might have something, let me check again. I don't know what it is with these like ethereal trees and ethereal birds. I'm not really sure what the intention with that is. Definitely some kind of story related thing I would say, but yeah, not really sure. Okay, where is the grace point? That's the effigy. There is a grace point, yeah, I was like, there is a grace point around here somewhere. Okay, cool. I probably should have got this when I was defeating that golem that destroyed the statue. It's just behind this tree and down in that little sort of valley over there. Okay, back to the Heretical Rise. So as I said, we could go towards this area here, which is called, I think, the Freezing Lake. But I would like to get the map so that I can actually see where I'm going. It doesn't really make a difference, but it's just the way I want to do it. So let's go over here back to the Heretical Rise. Quickly cross the bridge. Hopefully I don't fall. I'll obviously slow down once I get closer to where I need to go. So we run straight across. Ow. And then we jump off about here. And then I'm going to say it's this way. As long as you follow the white trail. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's switch over. Take these guys out again. 1, 2. Oh. No. Just stop attacking for 1 sec. Good. Okay, we get out of here. Now this is very dangerous because there's a lot of enemies. Oops. That was a knockback and a half. There are quite a few enemies between our current position and the next grace point, and I want to be very careful. So I also want to, I think I'm actually going to put on, well, first let me see if it's over heavy load. It's got to be, right? Even the short bow would probably be. Oh no. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we'll use this then. So I'm going to try and knock out these balloons with the skeletons on them, because you can still get a bunch of golden runes from them. Oops. 1, 2. This isn't too difficult to survive, but the enemies that come up very soon are quite hard. More marionette soldier armor, got another refill. Yeah, probably the worst thing to have happen here is to not get to the grace point before you die, so be very aware of that. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Let's just do it. One downside to this game is having to use, like, the way that they incorporate bows is really annoying because it's got weight to it. So it means that it's gonna affect your build, and it also means that if you're not using a bow and you don't like factor that into your build, then you have to just like kind of put that on when you need it. Which makes me think that why not just design it in such a way where it's a bow, it doesn't weigh very much, and it probably doesn't weigh much just in general. Like, how much does it weigh? Let's have a look. 4 kilo or 4 units. So yeah, that is pretty low. But why not have it just like weigh nothing and then just give the player the ability to, you know, pull it out straight away? I feel like that would be better. Okay, here it's tough. So let's collect explosive great bolt times 5. There's a teardrop scarab over there. I'll actually leave it alone. We've got those dog enemies again. And they have red eyes, so you know that they're more powerful. There's our grace point right ahead. So I'm going to try and sneak over there. And up. Alright, now you might be thinking, Ultima, why did you use the why did you get the blasphemous blade? Well, honestly, it was probably just me playing badly. Like, you know how sometimes you just play the game and for some reason you just can't play. No, I'll leave it like this actually. Yeah, for some reason you just can't play. That's probably what it was, but I thought, you know what, just so I'm not dealing with any bullcrap, I'm gonna do what I did during practice, and it wasn't like a first go kind of thing, but I was able to get through. So you can see that cool effect that's happening when these enemies die, the red like absorption effect. Watch out for that. That's HP being recovered. So I'm going to very carefully try and clear out this entire area. There are some powerful prelates all over the place, like this one here is a lot stronger. Now, how did I defeat this guy? You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I chose this weapon is because, as you can see, it gives you the health back every time you kill an enemy, and it's a decent chunk as well. You can combine that with Taker's Cameo if you want. You can use Reichard's Rune. I haven't used my Rune Arc because there's a high potential for me to die here. Please let me reach. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm doing jumping R2s just to absolutely one-shot them. You can probably just do a single R1. You know what, I'll try. Oh, not on this guy though. I'll try like this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay. Let me just avoid this attack altogether. I'm not using my shield for whatever reason, which is not common for me, but that's alright. That little symbol below the stamina bar, the one at the very end on the right, that's, you can see it's the picture of the Taker's Cameo, and that's, yeah, the thing that restores your health with every kill. There you are. Let me, oops, that's not the one I wanted to do. Black Flame. Oh, I actually hit it. And you get Prelate's Charge, the Ash of War. We've seen that ability before. We may even see it again right now. I will get rid of my bow right now. Oh, you know what, actually, I wanted to... may as well quickly talk about that, just because... I mean, it is kind of... Oh, actually, before I do that, let me do this. I think the way you do this is you go here, aim, L2, see ya. Those two guys that fell off the edge are the more powerful enemies. So that works really well. It's not the big guy with the crozier, but it's the other fire monk that I was defeating, like over here. Anyway, that thing that I was talking about, how, like, you know, why not just make the bow not count weight-wise, and that way you can just always have it on. it actually makes me think of this new game that's supposed to be coming out somewhat early in 2023, but actually I'm not 100% sure when it's going to come out. It's from the Neo creators, from Team Ninja. It's called Wo Long, and the gameplay that came out was awesome. I was like, holy, this is like definitely like very next gen. It's one of those things where, for me, obviously having played games for practically my entire life, whenever there's like a new generation, I'm like, how are they going to improve on the old generation? I mean, for the most part, because of how time goes, I guess, in a sense. Like when I think back to the PS1 and the PS2, or even like, you know, further back with the like Atari and all that, you look at the games and you go, oh, I mean, I wasn't born around then, but you look at those games and you go, I feel like at that time I would have been able to go, yeah, you can definitely improve upon this, but maybe not to the extent that we've seen up to now. But the other thing to consider is like where we are now, and then versus like how do they improve, and just the quality of their gameplay looks amazing. Like it really looks different to this, because this, like, even FromSoft, this game in particular, this gameplay is not like, it's good, but it's not like out of this world. And so when I see the gameplay of that new game, I'm like, yeah, that looks awesome. Like, for one thing, I'll say right now, I will never ever get tired of Neo's gameplay. Okay, watch out for prelate's charge. Please don't kill me. This is where things can go real bad. This is why I chose this weapon, because it can, if you use Taker's Flame, you can get a bit more back. Okay, good. Yeah, I will never get tired of Neo's gameplay. It is just so perfect. This gameplay, well, I guess once I'm done with the game, I'm done with the game. Oh. Okay, let me run away. There's prelate's charge for you. That's what it looks like. You can also use, and I probably should have, you can also use Lieutenant, or probably more appropriately what's his name? I forget his name now, I'll tell you in a moment. Hide here beneath this ridge. Mine. Yes, did it. And he dropped something too. Oh, I think that's guaranteed. I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed. I seem to remember getting that on my practice as well. The other one you can use is... Where are you? You're right... This one, Pumpkinhead. Yeah, you can use Pumpkinhead. You probably would want to level him up a little bit, but yeah, you can use Pumpkinhead. He's pretty good in this area. Okay, so we've got a place known as the Guardian's Garrison over here, but as I said, the most important thing that you want to do is get the grace point. Or you want to get past this section and you want to get the map. So let's quickly do that. It's not going to take too long, fortunately. All we have to do is cross this really long chain. How does this even work? Chains are man-made. How is it like holding together two pieces of land? I've only just realized that. It seems so obvious, but now that I've gone past it a few times, I'm like, hang on a sec, what is this? Alright, Grace Point. Let's grab, I believe this is the second last map in the whole game. No, actually there might be one more. The Mountaintops of the Giants East. You know what, while we're here, so let's have a look at this map. So it uncovers, there's the Heretical Rise, it uncovers this whole Freezing Lake section, which was the Grace Point that I got. There's this is actually the first Church of Marika. We had the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and now we have the first church. This is the Forge of the Giants, which is where we're going, and yeah, this whole area is what's left to discover. We can actually cross over here to make it to this place, and this place is it's a hero's grave. So, or actually that one's called something different, I think, but yeah. Alright, let's go back and do that Guardian's Garrison. Just gonna quickly check up here. I think there was an item. No, looks like I'm wrong. Alright, Flame Peak. Flame Peak is, it's an interesting area. It's not filled with too much in terms of item collection, but there are a lot of enemies. They're well placed. There are some slightly new, yeah, they're kind of newish enemies. They're basically, what do they call them? They're like variants, essentially. Variants on older enemies, but it's still really cool. Alright, let me climb over this side just to see what I can find. Got some smoldering butterfly over here. Anything else? I think you can enter the castle from this side from memory. Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. So if you jump over here, you should get off your horse automatically and collect the golden rune 10. Here is a dog. Did I miss that? Yeah, I missed that balloon. This place, you really don't want to mess, like, you really don't want to, you know, be complacent in here, I guess you could say. This is a Flame Guardian, but it's just like a regular sort of NPC. I don't know why it's like that. I guess these are like people who are guarding the tower? It's a bit confusing. Not really sure what's going on. There's a sneaky rat back here. You dirty rat. That is a reference to Faulty Towers, if you're not aware. Polly doing Henry Kissinger, I think. Who does he bloody think he is? Henry Kissinger? Yeah, come on, it's like, you dirty rat. That's such a good show. If you've never seen Faulty Towers, do yourself a favor. 12 episodes of some of the best comedy of all time. It's ridiculous how good that is. Alright. It's like half a season of Seinfeld, but it's, well, I don't want to say better, but in my opinion it's better, just because it's so good. But Seinfeld's good too. I haven't watched enough Seinfeld to say for sure. Alright. I don't know why I picked Seinfeld either. I could have picked anything. Alright, and this guy, let's at least get through this today and I'll be pretty happy. Is there anything here? Let me just, and I'm talking to myself here. Yes, it looks like there is, but just... Okay, nothing there. Oh, I think this was to come back. That was silly of me. Let me... Oh, hello. Okay, I guess I'll go backwards. So here is Chief Guardian Arganthy. And he is a very strange... Ah, yes, good. He's using... I believe he's using, like, the Murray mask or something like that, and that gives me an opportunity to talk about that. Yeah, Chief Guardian Arganthy, he's important in some way. I can't remember what his importance is, but he is important and he can kill you very quickly, as you can see. He used a version of combustion, and his one-eyed shield is very, very, very defensive. Take this, it should fall. Hang on, let me try that again. Maybe fall? There we go, yeah, you can knock him down if he doesn't have his shield out. Nice, good stun damage. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk about in a previous episode was, I mentioned how something to do with Tanith's consort mask and the Murray mask and all that from the Shaded Castle. There is definitely some kind of connection between those two. There's a lot of stuff that happens like between those two areas that is... Let me see if I can take his flame with this. Nice. And finish. Come on. Yes. Alright, cool. Be aware that that guy can kill you very quickly. So we've got the one-eyed shield. Let's have a look at that real quick. It is a very heavy and powerful shield. Tricksome shield, made from white stone depicting a malformed, one-eyed god. The barrel of a firearm pokes through the open mouth. Once worshipped by the giants, this evil deity is believed to have been slain by Queen Marika. Hey, Queen Marika was a combatant of some kind. Unique skill, Flame Spit. Ready the shield, then launch a fireball from the barrel. The fireball explodes on impact. Well, I say Marika was a combatant of some description, but it could have been like she could have taken Radagon's form to do that job, but you never know. Queen Marika, as much as they talk about her, she must have been very, very powerful. It's kind of like when they talked about Madara from Naruto. They talked about Madara for so long, how he was the most powerful Uchiha. Giant's Prayer Book, that will allow us to learn some more magic soon. Yeah, how Madara was like the most powerful Uchiha ever, and then when, spoilers, when they bring him back as kind of like an undead, he really lived up to that description. He was so crazy powerful. Took on multiple leaders of villages at the same time, as well as like hundreds and thousands of other ninja, and he just tore them all to shreds. Man, those stories, like, they're so good. There's a really well hidden item here. If you it's not very useful. I can't remember what it is, but it's not very useful. If you hop over this rampart to the roof, you can go all the way here to a very thin section. Doesn't look like it has anything, and you get 2 gravel stones for it. I feel like that one was really mean. When I got that one, I was like, come on, that seemed like it was going to be something really good. That was not easy to find, but unfortunately It wasn't anything good. Alright, I think we're done with the castle. Just got to get this last item. So I went that way, and I should have got this first, but that's fine. Hop down, smithing stone 7. Yeah, but there is definitely some kind of connection, especially because like Patches went to the shaded castle as well in the previous episode. Yeah, previous episode. You got the Consort's mask and the Marae mask right next to each other. There's something. There's something there. Don't know what it is, but there is something there. Okay, so that takes care of that section. Let's have a look. So Guardian's Garrison is done. Got this here. So and this Grace Point. So the only area I need to discover is I need to explore a little bit here. This church, the freezing lake, and there's a cave here as well. So I guess I'll just head over here and we'll leave that for next time. I wonder how much I can get done next time. Well, the cave will take... Actually, no, the cave's pretty short, I think, from memory. We'll find out. Alright, we'll leave things here. For now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 155 of Let's Play Elden Ring. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.